Hello everybody, it's Max McAllister from Traxxion Dynamics here today to show you our new engine case crash bar here, straightening tool. So I don't have a good name for it. I haven't thought of the name yet. We are going to call the two-piece kit of tools the tip over correction kit. And so one tool, as I've done another video, will straighten your fairing bracket where your mirror might get bent. And then the tool I'm about to show you is going to be used to straighten the factory tip over bar. Now this is hidden by plastic, and although there's many videos on this, to get to this it's literally just 4 screws. There's 2 screws on your fog light cover in here. Fog light cover comes off, and then there's a screw on the cylinder head here and one behind. There's a big rubber, you take those out, pop a big rubber grommet here. There's a snap connector underneath, and then you slide it. There's a little teeny foot here, and that cover will come off. But if you've had a tip over, this is likely, that little snap down there might be broken off, and this little foot might be broken off. Not worth replacing that part for those little pieces. Just don't worry about that. Now, I've already played with straightening this side a little bit, but it's not quite right. Well, I'll show you the other side, which is really bad at the moment. And so you won't see this. This bar, when it gets bent up, will still fit inside of the black plastic decorative cup cover that's on here. But so the problem is, the next time your bike, if it should happen to tip over a second time, it won't have the same level of protection because this has already been up. So the mirror will hit the ground harder. You know, we only found this out through experience. So, you know, one of our times our mirror got dinged up harder than it should have, but then we realized that these guards are being bent up. Now, hopefully you're not tipping your bike over frequently, but if you do, you know, bending things back and forth is obviously not ideal. The reason we're making these tools is this engine case guard is like $260 or $270. And you know, you'll need a half hour or more to replace it. So it's just a cost that I think we can eliminate with a simple tool. Now if I've tipped over on my bike twice and bent it twice, I think I might replace it the second time. I certainly wouldn't let it fall on it a third time. But here's what we're looking at. See this gap here? This case guard is almost pushed up against or this engine guard here is almost pushed up against these little environmental caps here. You know, this is emissions caps here. So this is our tool, and it just slips over the bar here. Now you'll see that my tool is touching those bars. This is designed to be used with common 1/2-inch drive extensions. Now you might have one, a 2-foot long one is ideal. You probably need at least 18 inches, but you might not have that, but you can go buy one at Home Depot for 22 bucks. But if not, you can take 2 12-inch ones. It's all the same. It's just as good. It don't matter. And you're just going to slide that into the tool. I put the tool onto the dealio there. You will take some force, so you might want to you step back and look at me. You can kind of see I'm going to put my body against it if I'm by myself. And I can look right down at that crack. So come back now here and look down at the crack. You see I'm flexing it. You see that gap opening? We actually really need to open that gap up quite a bit. So I'm really going to lean on this now. And as I do, I'm going to keep trying to put my tool on there tighter, just to make sure it's engaged as it can possibly be. And actually, I've moved out here. Here, show me my position. I'm just doing this now. By the way, I've never done this, so this is the first real test of this tool. We had a prototype we used on the other side. All right, now, so I'm making some progress here because my tool's fitting in deeper. I'm still going to push on it some more. Ugh. Now I got somewhere that time. Now I'm getting there. Now come and look. You see I've got a gap opened up here. We're looking for, you come around here, maybe you can see it better. That gap is opened up. We're looking to get that to be about 4 millimeters. So I still got some more to go. So I'm gonna keep on bending here. Yeah, I'm back, and this is part 2. I'm gonna splice these together. So if you're wondering why things suddenly changed, we were almost had this straightened, and my tool that I told you I was using for the first time, the hardware broke out of it. So the tool failed. But so we have made version 2.0, which is absolutely bomb-proof and through-bolted from the bottom, so it can't break. But if we pick up where we left off, you come and look, you recall this was bent almost up to the emissions cover here. So we were able to pull that all back down away from the engine. And so now, remember, our goal is to get this gap to be about 4 millimeters. The tool you take all your covers off with, a 5 mil, really shouldn't fit there. So I'm gonna try and do this by myself, and hopefully nothing else breaks. So that's pretty close. It'd be okay. I'm gonna see if I can get 1 more millimeter out of it without breaking something. Try and keep your tool real centered on that U section there and pushed all the way on. Did I get any more? You look like I got any more? A little bit. A little bit. Do one more. This will be the one that goes, no. That got something. I felt that. All right, there we go. That's how it's supposed to look from the factory. Your 5 won't go in there, but it's close. So that's back to normal. Now, at this point, I would run over to there's 3 bolts that hold that engine guard on. I'd check them and make sure they're tight. And then you're gonna have to realign your fog light. You know, the best place to start is to, put the covers back on and make sure the fog light is in the center of the plastic cowl. That's your first step. And then last, you may need to set the angle, the height again. But hopefully just put it back where it used to go will do that for you, and you won't have to do any more than that. So this is our tool. Remember, you'll have to supply either an 18 or 24-inch half-inch drive extension or 2 12-inch ones, so you can get a couple of feet of length there and get a bend on that. And again, my advice is going to be, if the bike tips over on the same side 2 times, I would then go ahead and change that bar out. I wouldn't try and bend it back a second time. But we did learn this because we've dropped our bike so many times that, unbeknownst to us, when you bend that bar up, the next time the bike falls over, it doesn't have the same level of tip over protection, because that bar is up. If it's up 1/2 inch where it was, I mean, that's probably 5 more degrees of angle, or who knows, 5 or 10 degrees of angle before the bike contacts the ground, so it has more time to pick up speed. So you definitely want to, if your bike is tipped over, make this check and make sure that those bars are back out where they're supposed to be, and also that your fog lights are aligned properly. So I'll have this tool and the mirror tool in the video. We'll put a price to them here in the next week or 2. We're already making the fairing stay correction tool right now. This thing's bomb proof at this point. We're going to start making this. So I'll have these together within a week or 2, and we'll put a price to it real soon. It's going to be less, $100 or less, but for the kit, but $100, I believe. Thanks for watching. My name's Max. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends.